Hello there. It is well, it's Sunday, but you're going to say about what happened on Saturday, which really was just like a normal Saturday. Really, not much brilliant happened. Uh, Sandra's happy because when you went on YouTube to have see if you had any response from that comment you put on the clip from Real Guys and Dolls, you found there was another thing for her, your video of her on it, to show what a teddy babe really looks like. And it said, I'd like a teddy babe, but I can't afford one. Well, you are thinking about telling them about the website that actually has part of it where dolls are for sale, but to be quite honest, you don't think you'd want a second-hand sex doll, to be honest. You know, knowing another man's used it. It's weird enough, bloody buying silky underwear knowing that another woman's worn it and she could be dead, you know. Anyway, it's Saturday, which is your day of rest, which basically means you don't do anything. You just go down to you go to Haven, have something, eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, and then you go into the pub and get pissed. You thought you was going to get thrown out of the pub, but you didn't, which you was quite happy about, because the woman in there who was working in there can be a bit of a job's worth. This woman with a ponytail, hazel hair, hazel coloured hair and a ponytail, she can be a bit of a pain. As you was going to Haven, you saw a couple who were both basically just a pair of slobs, so really fat and obese, I think the proper word for it is. And the man had a stick, and they were getting all enthusiastic about next week they're going to have a fun day, which is basically you're going to have a fight outside to try and show what a great area this is. It sounds to me like it's going to be like that bloody football match they played in the First World War, in the trenches. Everyone's going to be friends for the day, and then after when it ends, everyone's going to go back to being what they are. Just stay away from everybody. All the people they don't like talking to, they'll just stay away, and that'll be it. They won't talk to them ever again. But for that day, they'll be nice to them because it's a fun day. We're going to have fun. Anyway, everything went okay down in Haven. No mishaps, no fights, no. What do you think you're looking at? Because you're looking at some woman with her tits hanging out. Who's got a man with her, and they seem to be doing it, telling you, what are you looking at? Not the other way round. On the way home, you saw these two people again on the bus. You sat behind them, and they walked away. And you said, "Why have you moved away?" And they said, "Because we don't like the smell of alcohol." Well, as far as you remember, you hadn't actually breathed on them, and alcohol does not. The way you smell alcohol is you smell it on your breath, not on your clothes or anything like that. And you weren't breathing on them, so you didn't really know what the problem was. In the evening, you came home. You slept for about probably half an hour. Then when you woke up, there was something on ITV called TV's Greatest Blockbusters or something, and it was about. It wasn't about the quiz show that geeky children used to go on in the 80s. It was about stuff like TV programs that have been really big and really popular. Oh yeah, and there's something I forgot to say. When you got into Haven and you went into Kentucky Fried Chicken, you went to look at the papers, and you thought they'd all be about this thing that's happened in in America, where a man has gone and walked into a cinema and started shooting at about 70 people, and he killed 12. And you thought that, to be honest, that would be the main story in every single newspaper in the country, even though it happened in America, because it's quite a big thing. And he was quite right. Every newspaper had a picture of this man who'd done it, and every newspaper was about it. But only one paper wasn't. The paper you normally buy, the Mirror. What's on their front page? Come on, let's have a guess. What's on their front page? We've got 2 more days to live. an asteroid's going to destroy us and we've only got 2 more days to live, or the Prime Minister of England has been assassinated, or he's been given some slow burning drug, which means he's going to be dead in 3 days, and something like that, or the Queen's going to die in 3 days. No, some actor out of a bloody soap opera has broken up with her boyfriend. Massive news, that, isn't it? Big, much bigger. You know, that is earth-shattering. That is. Any Americans still watching this? Can I just say something? There's one thing I really do envy about you, and that's your soap operas. There was a time down here when we could see The Bold and the Beautiful and The Young and the Restless and Days of Our Lives, and they were brilliant. I loved them. The shaky scenery, the acting, they were just brilliant. And the way they were set in a world that was just so away from my world, you know, it was just brilliant. You know, it was all about multi-millionaires. It wasn't about... You know, have you got any soap operas set in your country that are set in the ghetto, but you ain't actually got people getting shot all the time, or people, or everyone's drug addicts, so they're set in the ghetto, but you ain't got all the really nasty things, meaning they're really boring. That's what we've got. We've got EastEnders and Coronation Street, and they're shit. I really do wish that something they do in the middle of the night now in this country is they just put on shopping channels on the TV, or channels where a woman throws a thing on her and it goes round and round and round, and the ball like magnetically goes on a number, like it's being done magnetically. Why don't they just bloody take that stuff off and put The Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful on instead? Or why don't they do it in the afternoon? It'd be much better. But no, it's much cheaper to show that crap, isn't it? I don't really care about people like me who've got to stay up and who can't get to sleep all night. The only other alternative is a foreign film, or one of these bloody things where that's been on over the week, and you've got someone going in the middle of it. And sorry if I've offended any deaf people. So, goodbye.